Hey, it's Spencer X. Smith. One of the biggest questions we hear from clients is once I have a really great post or video or story, I want to ensure that the right people see it. In this brief video, I'm going to show you exactly what you can do distribution-wise once you have a great piece of content you're proud of to ensure that the right people see it. Let's get right to it. What I'm looking at right now is my personal Facebook page. So I'm going to take you through a real-life example that I'm doing right now as an experiment. I had my team do this really cool video, kind of this mashup, this 2-minute video of various speeches that I've done over the past couple of years. And I posted this on Facebook with the idea that people might see it and then book me to speak at a conference or an event, etc. So you see here that within the copy, it says, would you like a dynamic and entertaining social media speaker for your next meeting or conference? And then I'm sure to list my website here so people don't have to click the see more to be able to click through to my website. So that's my main objective here, is to have people watch part of the video, say, oh, that guy's pretty good, click through to the website. And you can see I have a bunch more copy here with testimonials and that kind of stuff. Now, oftentimes, if we put something on Facebook, and this can apply to really any social media platform because there's a simple way to get it shown to more people and there's a more complicated way. We oftentimes, Facebook or otherwise, we click on this boost post button to just have this kind of go out automatically on our behalf. And we'll choose something like people who like our page, people who like our page and their friends, etc. But I'm going to show you on the back end of Facebook advertising something that's really powerful that you might consider doing as well. This is Ads Manager. And for any of you who have run ads before, you've probably seen something like this. And what you see here is what they call the ad set. This is the audience that we'd like to target with this specific post. So in other words, I put this publicly out there on my page, but then I don't just want to leave it up to Facebook as to who sees this post. I want to ensure that other people see it as well within my target demographic. And you can see here when I click on edit, the target demographic is based on interest. And these people who are interested in the American Society of Association Executives, meaning those who belong to an association who book speakers typically. And you see up here in the corner here, potential reach is 15,000 people, which means that there are about 15,000 people who have an interest in this thing. Now, this is obviously applicable to my situation here from a speaking standpoint, but this could apply really to any of you that say, I'd like to target readers of a publication, people who like a certain company, people who like a certain cause or event. This really gets to be endless as far as the possibilities go, but at least we have a good gauge here that it's about 15,000 people who have seen it. Now, Facebook has this really cool thing once you start this running called Delivery Insights. I'm going to show you how this works so you can gauge how many people of the 15,000 potentials have actually seen it. Now, this again is really, really important, right? When you have something about which you're proud, the video in my example, your enthusiasm wanes after a while because you go, well, hasn't everybody already seen this video? It's old to me. And the answer is no. And barely anybody has seen it. You're just scratching the surface. So once again, it's not just about creation, it's about distribution. Now let me show you what we've done on Delivery Insights. And by the way, I'm doing this on a continuous basis. So I'm running this for $5 a day with hopes that people click through to my website from this interest category, from people who like the American Society of Association Executives. Now this Delivery Insights, what this shows us, it's really cool. And we've only recently had this kind of data, is it starts on the bottom here. You see where it started on December 1st. What this is showing us is the amount of impressions. In other words, how many people saw it that day that I started with the $5. That's this bottom one here. The first time impression ratio, which means of the people that saw the video, how many saw it for the first time? And in this case, on day one, it was 92%. And then reach is the absolute amount of people who saw it. So by unique people who saw this. And then this audience reach ratio is a way that we can simply, in a back of the napkin way, to figure out, okay, about this percentage of people, of these 15,000 people, who actually saw this. Now this goes in descending order. So you can see this bottom 12.1, right? And as we move up to 12.2, that impression goes up, right? The amount of people who saw it go up. The first time impression ratio goes down, which is expected because people start to see it over again. They see it more than once. Reach is, again, the amount of people that saw it, the absolute audience, and then this audience reach ratio is that. Now, if I scroll to the top, this is the most up-to-date data as I record this on December 9th of 2018. you see that my reach is now 928 people. Now, if you do this math, if you divide the 928 into that potential reach that we have here of 15,000, that is exactly 6.2, I shouldn't say exactly, about 6.2, give or take. So what we're seeing is after 9 days of putting $5 a day behind this post, right, trying to get in front of the right audience, only 6% of my ideal audience has seen it. Now, that's really good news for me because we're not overly saturating the marketplace yet, right? We have this thing continuously tick up. Now, over time, right, if this moves from 2.1 to 4.07 to 5.79 to this, and then that starts to diminish, that's where I might want to revisit what I show people. Now, again, very quickly, this is a simple way to figure out of those people that you're targeting, who is seeing it. What questions do you have about this? How can I better answer questions for you? I'm planning on doing a video on LinkedIn about this, on Twitter advertising, on Google advertising, as well as YouTube advertising. So let me know in the comments what you think and if this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.